Hello everyone, the project today is pipe butt horizontal fixed welding. The main contents we need to master through this lesson as follows. Get the operation essentials of the welding position. Make assembly and welding plan. Select welding parameters. Qualify workpiece according to the requirement of welding safety, environmental cleanliness, and welding process. Perform visual inspections on the workpieces. It can be seen that workpiece materials is Q235A by analyzing the construction drawings. The diameter is 133 millimeters. The thickness is 10 millimeters. The roof grab is 3 to 4 millimeters. The groove angle is 60 degrees. Pipe butt horizontal fixed welding is a difficult project in pipe butt welding, which mainly includes 5 welding processions: overhead welding, overhead climbing, vertical welding, vertical climbing, and flight welding. That's why it's difficult. The main difficulties of this welding are overhead welding. Second, adjust the welding angle in time. Third, control the temperature of molten pool to prevent burning through. As the base metal is 10 mm thick, 3 layers need to be welded: primer, filler, and cover. The base material is Q235A. We choose E5015 electrode with good process performance with a diameter of 3.2 millimeters. Next, we will learn the specific welding operation method and the process of project from the aspects of pre-welding preparation, assembly, priming, filling, and covering inspections. Full preparations should be done before welding operation. Safety inspection. Wear labor protection articles in a stand and intact manner. Whether the welding machine cape, welding handle wire, and the welding clamp are collapsed properly, and conduct commissioning. Preparation of auxiliary tools. Prepare grinder, snag hammer, chisels, file, wire brush, steel rulers, and so on. Preparation of a workpiece. Check the size of a workpiece according to the drawing. This is a qualified tube after grinding. Welding materials preparations. Prepare 3 to 2 millimeters E5015 electrode and dry at 350 to 400 degrees. Now, let's assemble the workpiece. First, place the tube on the angle steel. Then adjust the gap to 3 to 4 millimeters and the fixed point length is 10 to 15 millimeters. The current is 110 to 128. Ignite the arc from the edge of the groove. Then pull it to the middle of the groove. Extinguish the arc quickly. Repeat until the point is fixed. 2 points are fixed. This is the schematic diagram of point fixed position. Finally, clean the fixed point with a steel wire brush and a snag hammer, and check whether the fixed point is firm. This is a qualified tube. First, clamp the assembled test tube horizontally on the tooling table and adjust the height according to the operation habit of the operator. This is change diagrams of electrode angle. Students must adjust the angle in time with the change of welding position. Next, let's take the first step of welding. Welding priming layer. The bottom layer can be welded by arc extension welding or continuous arc welding. We take the arc extinguishing method as example. Adjust the current to 110 to 120 amps. The horizontal fixed welding of pipe butt. Joint includes left and right halves. Start welding from 6 o'clock position. Weld the left half first, and then the right half. Keep the welding rod angle. After igniting the arc, quickly lower the arc and stop for a while. Clean the weld with a weld brush and a snag hammer. And then weld the right half of the joint from the beginning of the left half. The welding method is the same as that of the left half. When welding 12 o'clock position, continue to weld forward for 3 to 5 millimeters to ensure full fusions of the joint position and ensure the quality of the joint. After welding the primer, clean the weld bed with a snag hammer and steel wire brush. This is the test piece after priming welding. Then let's begin the second step of welding. Welding fittings layer. Continuous arc welding is took for the fitting layer. The angle of electrode is consistent with that of priming layer. Swing left and right. Load the arc on both sides of the groove and stay for a while. During welding, pay attention to the shape of the molten pool. The height of the filling layer should be 1 to 1.5 millimeters lower than the surface of the base metal, and a certain gap should be left for the covering layer. After the filling layer is welded, it should be cleaned. This is the test piece of the filling layer is complete. Last, the next step of welding, covering. The regulating current is 100 to 110 amps. The welding method is the same as that of the filling welding. It tests the operator's operation skill. Adjust the electrode angle when the arc is ignited. Lower the arc and swing to the edge of the groove. When the edge of the molten pool just melts to the edge line of the groove, stop for a while and then swing to the other side. During the welding, the electrode angle should be adjusted in time to prevent the molten iron in the molten pool from flowing down due to the wrong electrode angle, which will affect the weld formation. After the covering layer is welded, the spite and the welding snag on the weld and both sides should be cleaned. The original surface of the weld should be not damaged. This is the test piece after welding. Then the key technique of pipe butt horizontal fixed welding mainly includes the following 3 points. First, collapse prevention. At 12 o'clock position, the metal in the molten pool is easy to collapse into the pipe to form the weld bedding, which leads to the reduction of reinforcement. The temperature of the molten pool must be controlled. When the temperature is too high, the welding can be continued after stopping after a period of time. Second, fall prevention. At 6 o'clock position, the metal in the molten pool is easy to fall and form weld beddings, which leads to depression in the pipe. During the welding, the arc blowing force is used to hold the molten pool and push it up to ensure the forming of the bag. Third, penetration. At 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock position, it must be fully welded. The bag should be formed evenly and the welding rod should be pushed forward to avoid internal depression. After the practice, tidy up the tool and equipment, turn off the power supply, clean the site after the work is complete, and make relevant recalls. According to the scoring standard, self-inspection, mutual inspection, and special inspection should be carried out one by one for cracks, holes, incomplete filling, incomplete penetration, uncut and other defects of front and back welds. Through the study of the above content, we have a basic understanding of this operation. To weld a high-quality weld joint, you must be diligent in practice and constantly explore, think, and summarize. That's all for today. Thank you.